All right, let's look at the long-run equilibrium from a graphical standpoint, and then let's alter the demand. So in the long-run equilibrium, on the left side, we have the market demand curve and the market supply, where the equilibrium price is P1 and the size of the market is capital Q1. On the right-hand side, we see the firm graph, right? And that represents the representative firm. The average total cost curve is U-shaped. The marginal cost curve, the Nike swoosh, is intersecting it at the minimum average total cost. And in the long run, the equilibrium quantity for each firm is Q1, right? They're operating at their efficient scale. So they're operating at zero economic profit because that market price P1 is equal to the minimum average total cost. And so they're operating at long run equilibrium. What if the market experiences a decline in demand, a decrease in demand? So the demand curve shifts from D to D2, a decrease in demand, and it could result from a change in the number of buyers, a change in price of related goods, an overall economic change, so a change in the income level of consumers in the market, a change in tastes and preferences, or a change in buyer expectations. One of those non-price factors of demand has changed, and so there's a decrease in demand for the good. How does that affect the firm? Well, that drops the market price to P2. Firms don't change the price, but the market has changed the price to P2, a lower price. And because firms can't respond to that right away, they are looking at this new lower price, and so they choose their output quantity where their new price or marginal revenue, it hits the marginal cost curve. And so on an individual firm level, each firm decreases their output from little q1 to little q2, and because that lower price P2 is below the average total cost curve, or the average total cost, or what it costs them to produce each one of those units on average, they are experiencing economic losses. Now, how is the firm going to respond, or the market respond in the long run? Well, as these individual firms are cutting back their output, they're experiencing losses. Some firms are going to be healthier, maybe have greater cash reserves and be able to withstand this market downturn, but others won't be able to. And so some firms are going to leave the market. They can't sustain those economic losses and they leave. And so we see in the long run a shift from supply 1 or S to S2, a decrease in supply due to a decrease in the number of sellers. And what that's going to do then is we're going to see the market price will then start to rebound back to P1, where we eventually will go back from Q2, little q2, back to little q1, and firms will get, the ones that remain will go back to economic profits equal to zero.